What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and in the heart of Los Angeles, you'll find one of the most historic neighborhoods in LA, but it doesn't appear on any maps. I'm talking about Edendale. Edendale was the home of the first motion picture studios in Los Angeles, but today, barely a trace of it exists. So I want to talk about the story of Edendale, which was the Hollywood before Hollywood. Let's get into it. I'm on Glendale Boulevard in what used to be the center of Edendale, right where Echo Park, Silver Lake, and Elysian Park meet today. Now, in 1902, this was first subdivided, but it wasn't until 1909 that Francis Boggs, the associate of William Selig of Selig Polyscope Company in Chicago, established the first motion picture studio, not just in Edendale, but in all of Los Angeles. So it's right here at 1840 Glendale Boulevard, which used to be Alessandro Boulevard, where Selig Polyscope was established. And the impact is hard to overstate. See, Selig Polyscope, established right here, discovered Fatty Arbuckle. They created the Cliffhanger. They also had the first full feature-length comedies and the Keystone Cops. Most importantly, they influenced more than 30 film studios to set up shop right here in Edendale. As far as why Selig and Boggs chose Edendale to be the home of their West Coast motion picture studio, it's because the hills, the valleys, the inclines. It's a place that's hidden in the vast basin of Los Angeles. Hidden and difficult to get to for legal representatives of Thomas Edison, who actually held the patents for motion pictures all the way over in New Jersey. So Selig and Boggs rented that bungalow and quickly expanded, and they designed the studio's front entrance to look like the Mission San Gabriel. And they announced their arrival in Edendale with a splash. The Coming of Columbus was the most expansive and expensive motion picture ever filmed, costing $50,000 and featuring 350 people in the cast. They had smash hit after smash hit with The Count of Monte Cristo and The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, in addition experimenting with the first talking pictures, though those wouldn't really catch on until 1927 with The Jazz Singer. But in that time, Edendale was the unquestioned capital of the motion pictures, with more than 30 studios in a 4-block radius in Edendale. The original Fox Studios, the original Universal Studios, Max Sennett Studios, and the original Walt Disney Studios were all located in Edendale. So around the same time this proto-Hollywood is developing in Edendale, a commune was forming. This was an anarcho-communist organization that was part of Partido Liberal Mexicano, an organization led by Ricardo Flores Magón and his wife Maria Talaveras and the international workers of the world. And what they would do, they would grow fruit and vegetables on this land, sell them on the streets of LA and Placita Olvera, and use the proceeds to publish Regeneración, an influential Mexican newspaper. And as Edendale was developing creatively and politically, at the same time it was becoming a beacon architecturally, with homes by Lautner, Schindler, and Neutra. But soon space was running out, and so was time for Edendale. Prohibition had taken hold, and movie studios started to move over the hill into the dry Methodist community of Hollywood. From there, construction of the freeways tore up the neighborhood piece by piece, and the name Edendale gradually faded away. A few remnants of the name Edendale still remain, including the post office, an Edendale restaurant and bar, as well as Edendale Place, which is only recognized by a tiny little sign at the top of one of those steep, narrow hills where they filmed so many comedies, including Laurel and Hardy and Three Stooges' famous stairs bits. So much like the Three Stooges stairs, you need to dig to find the history of Edendale, but it's extremely important in the course of Los Angeles history, and it's still here if you know where to look. All right, LA, it's been a minute.